You're listening to the Sisterhood Podcast.
What is wrong with everyone? Are we blind, ignorant, or scared? So many people, content creators especially, have held back from calling out this disgusting, toxic, bigoted, bullying behaviour out of fear of retribution from a big following. Enough is enough. Raising issues for men is so important to me, and if you've seen the Sisterhood podcast, you would know that we've sat down with Rory from Enlighten the Shadows, an organisation to help prevent male suicide. We've also sat down with Stand Up for Fathers, a start-up organisation to help young men navigate the court system. We've also sat down with Prince of the City Tricky and had a great conversation on how we can help deter our young men from gang culture, real life issues that men face every day. And then we ask these men, as women, how can we help? How can we support? What can we do? And then that's what we communicate to our female followers. Yet you want to tell me that a dating show that recruits vulnerable women to bring them online to humiliate them, degrade them, and then tell them how worthless and how low value they are. You want to tell me that's pro-men? No, it's not. It's pro-bullying. And the only reason you guys enjoy it so much is because it's entertaining for you guys to see people get humbled. The same show that has a super chat set up that allows watchers to abuse guests online, and if they pay, it doesn't matter how horrendous or vile the comment is, they can watch that person be told it online. That is disgusting. Let's talk about Amy, and I have a note for this. She is legally recognised as a vulnerable adult diagnosed with borderline personality disorder and autism, who was brought onto the show under false pretenses as a favour for a friend. Her case has now escalated from civil to criminal for violation of rights. She attempted to take her own life due to the harassment of Pearl's following. But the point is after the team were made aware that this was a vulnerable adult and that she was suffering and having a lot of mental health issues, it was completely ignored, and they told her sue if she wants anything done about it. So she is, and I fully support Amy. Pearl had so much pushback for Brittany Renner on practically every point she had to say, but when sitting down with Nick Fuentes, a well-known white supremacist, neo-Nazi Holocaust denier, she had no pushback at all. And in fact, she even went as far as, when he was giving his points about, denying the Holocaust, she even went as far as to say that this reminds her of the transatlantic slave trade, and had the audacity to quote Roots writer, giving my people a myth to live by. She stated her only regret in that interview was not having someone on who had opposing views that can push back. But my question is why are your views not opposing a neo-Nazi white supremacist? Because you do not have to be black or Jewish to be against racism or anti-Semitism, yet you've built your entire platform off the back of black men and black women. That is what you call cultural appropriation. But everyone seems to be deaf, dumb and blind now because, she has some good points about women being entitled. And, Nick was a really polite guy who turned up on time, so that negates his internalized racism. Or sit there and complain about women always playing victim, but yet you went with a pocket full of privilege and your white woman tears and had a concierge fired just off the back of someone getting their charger, taking that man's entire livelihood away. And I'm not going to comment on the hypocrisy of her not being a traditional woman and being the essence of what a modern woman is, but yet criticising other women. But I will comment on her disgraceful business practices, her terrible recruitment processes, and actually going after vulnerable women or women that are unable to come and articulate themselves in a particular way. Also, you can look smarter online and clip them for money. I think that is disgusting, and I think that's disgraceful. And I also think that if you really, really wanted to help men, you would do a lot more. And I also do not think that this woman actually gives an F about men's issues, because if you did, you wouldn't be exploiting their pain points, getting them more angrier and upset with women, driving a toxic narrative that is going to make it harder for these men to communicate and have a loving, healthy relationship, because they think that all women are out to get them. I don't advise any woman to go on to the Just Pearly Things show, because it's not a fair representation, and you're not there to help Venus and Mars work shit out. You're there to pit people against each other and create clickbaity entertainment content at the expense of other people. And I think that is shitty behaviour. Welcome to the Battle of the Sexes, everybody, where toxic, disgraceful, disgusting podcasts teach you how to hate each other instead of love each other.